All right, hello and welcome to this very first playthrough of Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. Here we are. We did it. Last time we completed mission number 15, which was called Of Days Gone By, and now we are here to complete the 16th and final mission of the game, which I don't know the name of yet. Let's find out. Should I save? This will tell us what the new mission's called. Homecoming. Reach the meeting house. Alright, so we've just completed the last mission. We're here back at New Eden, finally.
Onwards. There's no more time to lose.
Alright, let's go. I'm ready.
Is the entire town lost to Ivy? Her influence must still be strong.
To do this Ivy shit? Hopefully we don't have to do too much puzzle solving at this point. I mean, we're worth it. Whatever. I mean, this is the last mission of the game. There's not going to be too much.
But as Charles would say,
extra shit now, right?
Another soul to save.
Don't pick up those things. You don't need.
These people have
hoof
no
fungus.
idea what they're up against. We really had no idea what we were walking into.
You died because I was arrogant.
I did. And you were.
Oh, thanks a bunch, lady. This is bullshit. These are bullshit craftables. We don't need these things. Come on, Nick. Stop it. I can't help myself. No. I'm not picking any more of anything up. Stop it. You don't need anything else. You're not breaking any of those boxes? No. Where are we on the map? Just out of curiosity. Yep, right back in the thick of it. Hit that shelter. Don't forget that. What's all this area? Maybe that's post-game stuff? That would be kind of cool. Not gonna do it, but it would be cool.
You aim for the heart, I'll destroy the roots.
Oh. Is there one of them in there? Yeah. Alright, so what do we got? We got one in the house. There's one up there. There'll be one down here somewhere. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, there's one. Okay. Okay, and is it 3 this time? Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Did you hit it? No, she didn't hit it. I'm the fucking guy with the rifle now. Jesus. I'm gonna have to be fast. I don't want to have to do this shit.
Seen a corpse and it wants it for its own. Watch out. Spectre possession.
Where? God damn it. I didn't make it.
Go to hell.
Alright.
Would you a lecture on the sanctity of marriage?
Esther wouldn't dare. And we don't need a piece of paper to keep us together.
Aye, I remember you telling her.
I miss us.
We'll soon be back.
Back together. Always.
Forever. Have some of this.
Alright, keep following the marker. If it's not going to take you to the fireplace that way, then it'll get us there eventually.
I see a light.
Huh? Esther still be here.
Ready and waiting.
Don't need you right now. Sorry. Optional, investigate the Davenport house. Well, let's see if she's here. Isn't this her house? No. Let's look at the map briefly. Oh, I see. So the farther away one is... Alright, let's go look. Let's go look at the Davenport house. Oh yeah, there is a light on.
Piss off.
Is this not it? Oh, no, it's not. My bad. Well, there looks like there's a light on in that house, too.
Oh, there? Anybody home?
Sounds like there's somebody singing. Are we gonna have to fight something in here? Huh. There's nothing to interact with. Theological book from Charles' personal collection. Oh yeah, this is Charles's wife, that's right. I remembered her, I'd just forgotten that she was the guy's wife, the very first guy that died. The very first ghost we saw. The narrator. Hey, I hear her.
Esther.
Rory? Are you a dream? Are you here? Are you really here?
I am. We are. Have you been here alone all this time?
No, not alone. Charles visits from time to time. We talk.
Of what do you talk? I don't know that it's not Charles.
Of what do you talk?
Oh, of this and that. Of love and fear. My love for him. My fear that I may never see him again. Do we ever mend the wounds of true love lost?
Esther, Do you know me?
Antea. Yes, I know you. You come to Red as Charles comes to me. How very good of you.
Dearest Esther, I died. I am a ghost.
You know, I'd have liked to join your games. You three, chasing ghosts and whatnot. I learn fast. But not today. Today feels like a dream.
Can we speak of Deborah?
Can we speak of Deborah?
Don't say her name. She'll hear you. She'll hear our thoughts.
Let her. Truth is not to be feared. Truth is freedom. There's no ending to the story until the truth is told.
Red, you are a dear, dear friend. But there is no truth that does not look like a nightmare. And the difference between the two cannot be told.
Her power must have its limit.
Nothing stands against the truth, and even a nightmare's power must have its limit.
And what if the limit is the frontier of New Eden? What if here she is all-powerful and there is no escape?
What will pass will pass. And if it does, and we are free, what will you do?
I'll away back to London. New Eden is lost now and for centuries to come.
The meeting house.
What's going on up at the meeting house?
I do not ask about the meeting house, and nor should you. To think that once we worshipped there, that Charles would give his sermons there. There of all places.
We must go inside.
All things good and bad have their end. The meeting house is just a place. We'll go there and find a finish.
You're a brave and gentle soul, Red McGrath. I shall remember you when you're gone. If remember I still can.
Okay, whatever.
Goodbye, Esther. Perhaps we'll meet again.
Perhaps we shall. It's so very pleasant to speak to new old friends. From time to time. To time.
Okay, Esther, bye. That was a waste of time. Move, lady, move. You gotta move.
He had in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth shot a 2-edged sword. But his countenance was of the sun shining.
That's some shit from Revelations right there.
It breaks
Alright.
my heart to see her this way.
She talked about a hate. Fast growing and deeply rooted.
Oh, we need to go
The
this way
meeting
now.
house will be less than welcoming.
Alright, this is it.
After this, we should set sail somewhere warm and safe, where the dead don't linger.
No such place. But it's not a bad idea.
The lesser palingenesis ritual. I've never done anything like this.
Neither have I. But if you do, all could be as it was before.
And yet nothing shall ever be this. This is an odd kind of homecoming.
Tis strange to be back.
It's strange. Just like near the place where you died.
Still, rest you should. You'll need it.
And you can't bathe twice in the same river.
Just a reminder, this is
Not the same river, and you're not
a
the same
resurrection run. We've killed everyone we've come across. I am changed.
Aye. You'll come back changed. And you'll come back to find that I am changed.
Of course we'll have changed, but we'll be alive, with a lifetime of changing stretching out before us.
And we'll be together.
For better or worse.
What are you not telling me?
Since we returned to New Eden, I've felt like something's on your mind. What are you not telling me?
That night in this room, I asked you for caution. I worried you'd act rashly, and you promised me you would not. Then you did it anyway.
I thought you'd gone to the meeting house without me.
I died to save you.
Is that why your ghost returned? Is that why you stayed?
Yes, I stayed because I was angry. Angry with you.
I think I've known that for a while now.
The anger lingers. Part of me resents you yet. For my pain and my fear. For my suffering. For my dying. I resent you.
Antea, I am truly sorry.
I know you are. But soon, I'll be back. Then we'll both bathe in this new river.
I mean, I have to assume something's going to go bad, right? I went into this assuming, making all these decisions about bringing her back, assuming that it wouldn't go. There would be some monkey's paw catch. Like, maybe she does come back, but she, like, hates me. You know, or she can't be with me. Or, maybe something goes wrong and she doesn't come back at all.
It is time.
I'm expecting something like that. Especially considering we didn't do most of the haunting missions. So we haven't really prepared her for resurrection as well as we could have.
What if I fail once more? One wrong choice will exact a heavy price.
Whatever happens, we will face it. For better or worse. Watch out! Spectre possession!
That thing was about to possess something? I didn't know that was a thing.
I'm right here, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Can I join in too?
No. You shh. Alright. Alright, what do we got? Oh Christ, what's all this? Alright, so that's one. There's two. There's three. Is that all of them? Alright. What? Why did you move the camera like that? Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Alright. Excuse me? God damn it. What? Oh, fuck off! Oh, I didn't think I was gonna make
You
that.
don't
We
want a
suffer.
garden.
My friends, I have disturbing news.
What's
Among
happening?
us walks a witch. Is that not so, Deborah Comenius? Lock her up.
No! No! 'Tis not true! I am no witch!
So that's how it all began.
Aye. With ordinary evil from the hearts of fearful men.
Why are you giving me upgradables now? I'm good.
Deborah Comenius, this court finds you guilty of the devil's work. Guided by God's mercy, I pass sentence on the witch. Pain forte Dieu. Confess and name your accomplices, or die for your sins.
I have nothing to confess.
How could they have let this happen?
Not a soul stood or spoke for her. There's no justice here. It's a travesty.
One, two. Is there a reason to come over here? Or like a angle I can get on something else, or? Okay. I've really enjoyed this game. It's such a good game. It's gonna rank really high. But I am ready. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to put this behind. Let's do it. I'm only seeing 2. Could it be that there are only 2? Let's find out.
Confess, witch. None stand for you. Your coven has betrayed you. Name them, and you shall live.
I am no witch! You know this! All of you! Do not turn away from me! You must release me! You must! Will no one speak for me? Anyone? Please! Help me! Help me!
I feel her distress, her rising terror, her dark despair.
She's suffered enough. And so have we.
Alright, let's do this. Oh. You haven't aged, you haven't rotted a day.
So, the circle is complete. Do you return to the beginning? Or is it the beginning of your return?
A paradox. How clever. How it pleases you to play with time.
I do not play.
Deborah, we know what happened to you. We know what they did to you.
What they did. What they do. I shudder yet.
We're not here to hurt you. You have my body and I want it back, that's all. Help us, because we can help you.
No, you cannot.
Alright, bring it. Oh shit, okay, there's 3 of them. Are you gonna let me get a hit in here? Oh. Okay, that was not too bad. I should have waited until the last phase to do that. It's gonna run out before she's gonna run out before I can. Yeah. It's okay. She's gotta have a second phase. This is too easy. I'm taking huge chunks out of her health. She's barely moving. She's got to have a second phase. There's no way. She fucking better have a second phase. That will have been an absolute letdown otherwise. I mean, we are really underleveled. We're like 7 levels underleveled.
Enough.
You definitely have a second phase, right? Please.
You are me. Yet you oppose me.
I mean, that was
They murdered us.
one of the easiest fights in the game. And I'm more underleveled now than I've been the whole game. Doesn't make any sense. There's gotta be more. I will genuinely be disappointed if there's not more.
No. They do not deserve our rage, not these two.
All deserve our wrath. They crushed the breath from us. You know this.
Oh, these are all the... No. I was gonna say these are all the ghosts that we've
Asked for this.
dealt with, but I don't recognize all these people.
Not anymore.
It's over. You have been heard. The truth is out.
No! Come back! Feed upon the pain, the treachery, the outrage!
No more. It hurts.
Behold my wrath!
Yeah, here we go. Let's fucking go.
They will subdue you!
I was gonna be really disappointed. Retribution.
They locked us up! Flung into a cage!
Oh, I still only have 2 heals, though. didn't get to heal in. I didn't get to heal between fights. Makes sense. Trying to get that fucking. Oh shit! Oh shit! She's trying to. Okay. What's this? I'm out of heals. And I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to do both phases again if I die. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die. Get that fucking... Get that... Yeah.
They seek a monster. Don't give it to them.
Alright, come on, baby. Oh, these are the things that we got from all of the other scourges.
They turned their back on us.
Oh, shit.
I can
Ah,
handle
shit.
this on my own.
No, you can't. Ah, shit, come on. Alright, where are you, bitch? Stay on her.
You are me.
Don't resist your true self.
Enough of praise.
Fucking missed.
You were betrayed.
Yes.
You were innocent.
Let's go! Defeat the nightmare, baby! That was more like it. That still wasn't that hard, but it was better. Wait, does she have another one? That would really be something. Nah, I doubt it.
If they live, they win. All of them.
Enough pain now.
There must be a reckoning.
The pain may end right now. The reckoning is here.
Spare me your compassion, for it comes far too late.
Who are you?
I am retribution.
A word, an idea. But who are you?
I am her fury.
No longer.
I am their nightmare.
You were.
You believe you've won. It will not be so easy.
Oh, yeah?
For I will end your dreams.
Is that an end to it?
Yes. If you want it to be.
Are you sure? In your hand you weigh my death. The last stone laid upon my broken body.
I'm so
Oh, they
very
stoned her?
sorry.
That sucks.
Will you leave? Are you ready?
I have lingered so very long. Where now will I go?
I don't know. A better place, I believe. A quiet place.
Quiet is good.
I don't have to make another decision, do I? We've made all our decisions at this point.
Comenius, mere words can ill describe your suffering.
What if I have a choice to banish her? I'm gonna have to if I get that
Not
choice.
to them now. Enough wrong has been done you. Your tale is told. And we thank you for it.
That would be ridiculous to even give me the choice to banish her at this point. Because what would be the point?
You are hurt. And free to go.
The only ghost we've ascended the whole game. We haven't banished any ghosts either. We've just been blaming humans. I don't think we banished a single ghost. Unless you count, like, the fighting. Like the bosses. The enemies that we use the banish ability on. Alright, so now what? Now what? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when you do a resurrection run, but you only do the required hauntings. We did one optional haunting. Let's see what happens. I feel like something bad is there's gonna be some twist that means it sucks for Red.
Hey, I'm right here.
Aye, you are.
It's time for the lesser palingenesis.
Time to bring you home.
From flesh to word. Word to heart.
From flesh to word. Word to heart.
Air to fire. Fire to earth. I'm hollowing. It's working.
Air to fire. Fire to earth.
Your body hasn't decomposed at all?
Indivisible. Death to the living. Life to the dead.
Ending to beginning, indivisible. Death to the living. Life to the dead. Antea.
I think she's in there now, right?
Liar.
What?
You swore on it, Rory McWraith. You swore you'd bring me back.
Step away, Banisher. That's not Antea.
How?
At our first meeting, I took your measure. I found you wanting. How I was right.
What the hell? Where's Antea?
You have failed her. Again.
Deborah! Enough games. Let them go. Let us go.
Hush, child. The adults are talking.
This is going horribly. What?
No! Leave her. She's innocent.
Did you age her, or did she just become Ceridian again?
Innocence is another name for buried guilt.
She's not done with us. Not by a long way. Not for a long time. Find me. Find us.
Traitor, oath-breaker, rat! You forsook your one true love! this, you deserve a reward. The same reward over and over.
No! Let her go. Please! Let her go! I beg you, no! Take me instead! Let her go!
Are you gonna kill me?
Cowardice, anger, treachery. This and more is the stuff of our tragedy. Zealotry, ignorance, hubris. The list of human failings is endless, and in this fertile soil grows all of our miseries. Though Antea and Red won many battles against a devious and relentless foe, right now, the war seems lost. For a nightmare is born of the darkest injustice, and will brook no mercy. But hope remains. The curse may yet be lifted. Some brave soul may yet defy the nightmare that once was Deborah Comenius in the meeting house in New Eden. She awaits their return.
We got the bad ending. What's this gonna be?
Ah, you're awake.
Who are you?
Okay. We did it. Alright. Well, that's credits, baby. First things first. The bottom center of the screen says we've beaten 18 games in 2024 and 465 since we started doing this in 2020. Those numbers are now obsolete. We've now beaten 19 games in 2024 and 466 since we started doing this in 2020. Let's go. All right. I have a lot to say. I'm going to try and do it quickly about this game, but let me just start by saying that this game exceeded every expectation that I had. I was expecting something maybe good. I was expecting something good, maybe hopefully good, like hopefully, you know, I don't know, mid-tier survival horror kind of a game, action game. This is one of the best action games of this genre that I've ever played. And it's hard to say exactly why. There are a lot of things that, the normal things that in these videos when I talk about the highlights, what do I often bring up? The combat. The combat in this game was good. It was not great. The RNG, the RPG mechanics, like the skill trees and the abilities, and leveling gear, all that kind of stuff is something I come up with a lot. That stuff in this game was good. It was not great. It was mostly unremarkable. It was good. It was good. Unremarkable might be a little strong, but it was good. It was not great. It wasn't God tier. It wasn't awesome. None of that stuff was awesome. What was awesome? So those are the things that I usually care about the most: the combat, all the RPG stuff, the gear, that kind of stuff. Those are kind of some of my favorite things. Boss fights, stuff like that. The boss fights in this game were good. They were not great. That's another thing that I usually find to be very important. But what was great in this game, it starts with the story. The story is very unique, very interesting, very deep, very complex, very well written. The characters are well written. The characters are well voiced. This world that is built in this game in this late 17th century New England dark gothic world that you live in is incredible. So the story's incredible, the world and the lore is really incredible, and they went really deep with it. You can really, I did mostly just the required amount, but this is a very deeply built world that you can spend probably 60 hours in at least if you want to. I didn't spend about half that. But I mean, this is a long game. It's a big game. It took me, I don't know exactly how long it took me, but I guess close to 30 hours doing basically the bare minimum. And this is a big fucking game. You can do a lot of stuff. And it's just the world is very deep. There are whole branches of characters that I never even talked to that I knew that I could have. I mean, the world that's kind of a semi-open world is so full of stuff to do, and it is not anything like your normal Ubisoft open world stuff. It is nothing like that. It's more like these haunting investigative cases, like Ace Attorney almost kind of style, but you're trying to figure out the origin of ghosts. I've heard a little bit about The Witcher 3. I've never watched anyone play that or anything, or played it myself, but there's you have to get down to the bottom of these mysteries of these ghosts or whatever. It's a lot of that, and you have to solve these cases basically. And there are dozens of them. They're all over the map. And those require, of course, going to different places, going to new areas of the map, fighting certain things, fighting bosses, whatever. And it's everywhere. It's everywhere. This game has so much to do, and it is hyper interesting, not your standard cookie cutter stuff. It is a very unique semi-open world. I'd say it's mostly open. You can fast travel pretty much anywhere you want. There are certain parts of the game that you're kind of locked in. You can't fast travel. That's the only reason I hesitate to call it a truly open world. And you can go to these places anytime you want and really live in this well-developed world. It is so cool. It is so cool. So I think that's the main thing. It's this world that they've built. There's so much to do in it. There's so much to get into. There's so many people to get to know. There are so many mysteries to solve. And the combat and the skill trees and the gear and stuff, it carries you. It's there too, and it's not bad. It's not bad. It's good. Actually, I really liked the gear, the way that the gear worked. It was kind of a bordering on a rarity-based loot system. It's not really rarity-based because you don't find a legendary or something like that, but you can upgrade your gear with craftables that you find off of encounters and bosses and things like that. And if you get enough of them, then you can upgrade your stuff to relic quality. So there is some of that, but it's more about upgrading with stuff that you find off bosses and stuff than it is finding a legendary, But it was fun. It was good. I did enjoy that quite a bit. It wasn't great, but it was pretty good. The game technically looks very AAA. It looks really good. And the game that this reminded me the most of when I played it was Plague Tale Requiem. That game, it feels a lot like that game. It takes place in, I don't think it's exactly around the same time. I think this is a couple hundred years later or something. I don't remember exactly, but it's kind of like that. And it's got unconventional combat like Plague Tale does. It's got a very interesting story that mixes true historical settings and events with supernatural entities and forces and things like that. It's very much like it in that way. And again, the combat there is some elements of traditional combat in it, but it mostly does its own thing, and it's not, this combat in this game isn't anything like Plague Tale. They're both very different from your standard ARPG combat, right? So that I kept thinking about that game when I was playing this, and it scratched some similar itches, although there were some differences. I think I like it about as much, and I fucking loved that game. So I think it's going to rank somewhere around there, and that's a top 50 game. I think that's around 30. That's where I'm thinking this is probably going to end up. The Plague Tale's a little different because it's a lot more linear. It doesn't have any of this investigative stuff. There was more about this game that went in some different directions with this game. The only thing that I think that I definitely like more than this with Plague Tale is that there's no character in this game that's as cool as Amicia. There are some cool fucking characters in Plague Tale, and there are some really cool. I mean, the characters are great in this game, so don't take that to be a knock. This game has some amazing characters. Oh, and one of the other things that I really loved about this game is that I chose, once I found out that there was a kind of a couple of different paths that you could take, I decided to do an evil run. And I don't hardly ever do that. And I don't think I've done that since Cyberpunk. That was like 2020. Like to do full on evil run. And it was a blast to do the, like, it's hard. It's not quite right to call it evil, but it's clearly the less moral choice to get to do what I did. And it was so much fun. It was so much fun to just fucking do these things that have these lasting impacts on the world. And that's another thing about this game is, like, once you would make these decisions, it would change. It seemed like it would change all the dialogue. Like, everything, it felt like this world really reacted to what you did. Like, you would do something bad to somebody, and then you would see that person's sister later, and it would be fucking awkward. And it would be definitely different dialogue than you would get if you had gone the moral route. So, like, living in this world where it's like, yeah, we're supposed to be these good guys that are trying to save the world or whatever, save this area, lift the curse or whatever, but also we're going around doing these horrible things. And the characters in the game, the NPCs that you meet, they really treat you like you are this savior that's also kind of fucked up. You know, and there were so many times where, like, there would be little flourishes of dialogue that definitely wouldn't have been there if I hadn't been playing the way I did. And like whole trees of dialogue and like whole, you know, just the way that we were regarded by certain important characters. It was, I felt, it doesn't usually feel like that. I tried to do, when I did like an evil corpo run in Cyberpunk, it didn't matter. It didn't matter at all. It really didn't. Most games, it just doesn't really matter. It changes the ending, usually. And I could definitely tell that the ending that we got, this game probably has a bunch of endings, because there's a lot of different ways that you can, like, you can do an evil run and do it well, and you can do an evil run and do it poorly, and those are probably different outcomes at the end. Because we did an evil run and we didn't do it very well, because we weren't very thorough. And so I bet this game has a bunch of endings. And the ending that we got felt perfectly appropriate for what we did, how much we did, how much we didn't do, and the moral choices that we made, which are mostly negative. So I just loved that. It's just this world that I'm kind of pissed because I cannot find much about this game, which leads me to believe that nobody's playing it. And people need to be playing this game. This game is so fucking good. And even from just a bang for your buck perspective, this game is so meaty. There's just so much game. I mean, this game took me longer than Ragnarok. And I blew through it. I blew through Ragnarok too, but that game took me like 26 hours or something. This game, I think, took me longer than that. I mean, and I didn't do, I don't know, 20% of the content, probably. I mean, this is a big game. It's a big, I don't know if that's math probably doesn't check out. I doubt it's a 100-hour game, but this could easily be an 80-hour game. Definitely could be. All right. I loved this game. I love this game. It's great. Let's just go ahead and There's probably some new game plus that I am genuinely interested in, but we're not going to go there right now. All right, last order of business. Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. It's been fun, but we are now going to delete you from our console and never play you again. Bye. I hope more people play you. Okay, we did it. All right, that's it for Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. Just a brief roadmap for the next few days in case you're interested. We are going to, later today, we're going to start playing Ultros, which is a like a psychedelic Metroidvania that came out the same day as this game, but I haven't been able to play it because I've been playing this for the last 5 days. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It took me 6 days. Oh, I skipped a day. It took me 5 days to beat this game, which is long for me. That's a long time. I mean, I beat Ghost of Tsushima in like 3 days. It's not very common that I'm going to spend close to a week on a video game. That doesn't happen very often in big game. Anyway, so we're going to play Ultros. By the time we beat that, it'll probably be time to start Pacific Drive, which comes out on the 22nd. If we have any time between those games, we might play Super Mario Bros. 3. If we don't, we'll go right into Pacific Drive. And then Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out on February 29th. We're going to play something between then. I'm thinking either Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker or Return of the Obra Dinn. Probably one of those in between those. It depends on how much time we have. If we have a lot of time, we might play Peace Walker. If we don't have much time, we'll probably play Obra Dinn. All right, cool. That's it. If you're still here and you watch the whole video, or even if you watch the very end, thank you. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I will see you on the next one, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.